and going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused. Greetings, and thanks for ending your Monday on 2. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. Johnson and Claxton patrol the middle. Schroeder and Thomas make up the backcourt, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. Thomas misses. And here are the Warriors now. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Bogdanovich passes to Thomas. Lets it go from 11. Out to Schroeder. Takes a 3.
Boy, that's over 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And we're about a minute into the first. And the Warriors with another 3.
Don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to Johnson. Outside Schroeder. Hits a three-pointer.
And they get that first bucket. 1 for 4 to start this game.
All right, Grant, when you look at the Nets rebuild, what are you seeing at this point?
Well, they gave up a lot of young players and draft picks to assemble a big 3. And, of course, that didn't quite work out. So now they're in that middle ground, which sometimes can be a little tough. Add to the fact that they're in New York, the fans and media are anything but patient and forgiving.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
The Nets have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Bogdanovich passes to Thomas. Curry against Schroeder. The Nets need to get off a shot here. 2 on the clock. Thomas misses.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Curry, and he hits it from 9 feet.
Well, there's no doubt Stephen Curry has his favorite spots, but his jumper always is going to cause the defense problem no matter the location.
Schroeder, and off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Schroeder's got 5 now, and a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's the Wizard, and the three-pointer goes.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Schroeder passes to Claxton. Thomas outside. Warriors with the rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
And they were shocked by this team twice last year. They just didn't play well.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Nick Claxton, despite his relatively slender frame, is a hard-nosed defender. He said, "I bow down to no one. Every time I step on the court, I always have that chip on my shoulder. That's just the fiery competitor that I am. At the end of the day, I know what I'll hang my hat on, the defensive side of the ball." Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks for that.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Curry against Thomas. Back to Schroeder. To end the run. Then he takes it up and lays it in. Schroeder's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Warriors lead by 12. 52 seconds left in the opening quarter. The Wizard passes to Curry. They set a pick. Over Schroeder. Again! Golden State!
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Brooklyn's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Claxton. Curry against Schroeder. Claxton a screen on Curry. Schroeder passes to Claxton. 19-footer. Schroeder can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone an impressive 8 of 9. Shot is good by Curry. Curry's got 8.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Thomas with the ball. Here he goes.
Oh!
Hammers it home.
So nice. B.A., forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Cam Thomas out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Clowney in at the 5.
Any opportunity from 3 is what Buddy Hield is looking for. Great delivery there.
Outside Finney-Smith. Schroeder against Curry. To the middle. Thomas passes to Simmons. Back to Thomas. The 3. The shot comes out.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's the Wizard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. 18 points for him.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Got a piece of it. Pass to the Wizard. On the wing, Curry. Give him 8 points now. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Schroeder. 7 points in the game. To halt the run. And he sinks the layup. Schroeder's got 9.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
The Wizards' shot is off. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Nets. After this one, they're off to Phoenix to take on the Suns. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. And we're getting a little deeper into the season now, Doris. For teams off to slow starts, how do they kick it into gear?
I think the answer, B.A., is probably contingent on what is at the core of the problem. Did you start the season with injuries? Are there young players on your roster who now are expected to fulfill greater roles? I mean, so much goes into getting into a rhythm and a role. One of the things you have to know is, does the system fit the personnel we have? And if one of those 2 things don't mesh, something has to give.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Anderson comes in for Santos. And it's Wiggins in for Hield. And the Nets also making a change. Bogdanovich has checked in for Ben Simmons. Now here's Thomas. Coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
Cam Thomas is a guy who is always shot ready. Nice catch and shoot there.
Left side Curry. Pass to the Wizard. Back to Curry. Lets a floater go. And he lays it in. Curry's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Schroeder passes to Bogdanovich. Now here's Schroeder. Defense right on him. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's the Wizard. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket. No good from the wing. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. And he lays it in on the break. Schroeder's got 11 points.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
Now here's Curry. The Wizard passes to Curry. Here's Anderson. Here's the Wizard. 21 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's the three. Connects again from distance.
I mean, his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Back to Schroeder. Thomas outside from behind the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Coming into this, having knocks to win against San Antonio in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And the layup is good. He has 6.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Here's the Wizard. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be back in a moment.
And as we welcome you to halftime,
they've got to run shooters off that line. Just hoping they miss is not working.
It's just a question every team faces, Shaq.
all right, fellas, let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Thunder, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. We've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Kyle Anderson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's the Wizard in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Right side Schroeder goes up on the baseline. Anderson pulls it down.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And the Wizard gets it to go.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 6. Claxton up top. Outside Schroeder. Johnson passes to Thomas. Rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Well, if you don't overthink it, what Cam Thomas does on offense is very impressive at his age, Doris.
I think, B.A., what you love about Cam Thomas is he is fearless. He doesn't concern himself.
Good! Another from 3.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in a season. Johnson finds Claxton. Here's Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Wow, love the power and the strength of Bogdanovich on that strong finish.
The three ball. The Wizards' shot is off.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Thomas. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now Schroeder. He's got 11 with the drive. Can't get it to go. 5 for 11 in the game now.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field.
And another one.
And hats off to him. I mean, he's got the longest 40-point streak in league history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge we've never seen before. And the baseline jumper goes down. Schroeder's got 13.
If you give Dennis Schroeder space, he is going to get into his mid-range game. Knocks down that one.
And the Wizard gets it to go.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Johnson. To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Here's the Wizard. And again for 3.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for 3rd all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Pass to Johnson. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Inside, here's Claxton. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Claxton's got his 2nd bucket of the night. And here's Jackson Davis. Here's the Wizard. Thomas defends. Wiggins passes to the Wizard. Good! Another from 3.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for 3rd most made threes in a season. Johnson for 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the Wizard. And yes, another basket.
And this game has his name written all over.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Schroeder. Warriors with the rebound.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And the Wizard gets it to go.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Yet another bucket.
And what's another 60-point game for him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he's now within reach of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. The Warriors. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the floor for Brooklyn, Hayes is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Cam Thomas. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4.
Now, this close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure